Hello, you thought discipline was easy, but I would like you to know today that discipline is not easy and then discipline is very boring. So, I'm going to use an example or use a process to explain that for you. But before that, I would like you to know that this is Xtrahaight and then I go by the name Miller AB. Over here, I make sure that we achieve results that will make our life become valuable. And then I am more centered on men, but women too are part of men. So therefore, I go for everyone. Now, today, the topic is going to be about discipline, like I mentioned earlier on. Discipline is not aesthetic, meaning discipline is not enjoyable, and then discipline is not appealing. And discipline is very, very, very difficult. Discipline, as you've heard on other platforms or anywhere, is not something that is easy to achieve. But with a strong mind, and then with you having the will to use discipline as a process, you'll be able to achieve anything that you want. Now, what's the problem? The problem is that many people are centered on the results and they do not have the feel to use discipline to achieve whatever they want to achieve. Imagine you waking up early and then you thinking that, oh, people will clap for you or the world will make you trend. No, discipline doesn't work that way. Discipline works for you only. And then discipline is what makes you achieve results. Those who use discipline have become successful and then will always become successful because that's what says the difference. Now, if you're someone who has been finding difficulty in using discipline to achieve whatever you want to achieve, now today I'm going to give you a perfect example and then show you the processes or the discipline that I apply in a particular field. And then this one is going to be about trading because I'm going to explain how I trade and how I use discipline to achieve results that I always want to achieve. Without much ado, let's dive into the computer. So come closer. I'm going to trade or show you how I go about my trade or even how I enter the market. Now, before I even think of entering the market, I top-down analysis is what comes first. And then identifying the trend on the higher time frame is my priority. Because we already know that the trend is our friend, and then the trend helps us to know which direction we'll be going. And then the higher time frame has power over the lower time frame. So what I do on my daily time frame is to just know my market's structure. So we can see that market is in an uptrend. So we can see this higher high and then higher low followed by this push, which gave us our higher high. And then now, price has not broken any significant structure yet. So what I do most, that is on the daily time frame, is to draw my trend. So that's what I'm going to do. So I will start from this point. So over here, you can see over here, this is what I will do, is to draw my uptrend. And then from here, I would like to see whether I will see an order block or a POI on my daily time frame. So we can see this order block here, right? And then another one even here. And that is here. Okay. So I realized that this trend line that I just drew doesn't touch this point. So what I'm going to do is to draw another trend line. Right. So I'm going to start from here. And then when drawing a trend line, make sure that it touches the wicks of the candles. So over here, all that we can see is that, all we can say is that price is in, price hasn't broken any valid point or any structure yet. So price is in a particular range, right? Price is in a particular range. That is within, price is within this point.
But even with that one, we can see that price broke here. So there's no need for that. So you let me delete it. Also, market shows that this blue one broke it. Oh, it doesn't show. No, no, guys, it seems it didn't break it. So let's maintain it. No, I can see it close. That is the daily candle. That's the Greek candle as close above it. So there's no range. So let me delete it. So I move down to our 4 hour time frame. So after plotting my trend line and then drawing my zone, what I do next is to go down to my 4 hour time frame. And then on my 4 hour time frame, I'd have to adjust my trend line because you can see that the trend line I just drew didn't touch the wicks on my 4 hour time frame. So what I do is adjustment and then see whether I can find another POI. Okay, so over here I can see a POI. That is this one. Another block. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead and this my liquidity void. Right. So I hope you are taking note of what I mostly do. So after plotting my point of entry, what I do next is to after plotting my POI or my 4 hour time frame, I do something else, and that is to plot my psychological levels. So let me do that. Here's my first one. And then when I'm plotting my psychological levels, what I mostly look at is for, resistance zones. So I will be deleting this one because you see price has already broken this one. So it's not that useful to me now. But then I'll just leave those one. Yeah. Even with that one, I can even take it off. Right? You can even take it off. So now the whole thing or the chart looks very simple and then clean. Neat and clean. I think the next one should be here. That's my next one should be here. You see, it makes sense. This side was, price came here, went down. When price even came here, reacted, and then price is now breaking this side. Right? So I'll be drawing like 5. So like you see, this one is another point. This point is another point. You see, nicely drawn. You see, price reacted a little bit from this side, broke here, and then just went up, broke here, just went up. Yes, and even came here and then it's trying to go up again. So I'm going to draw another one. So I'm drawing 5. You can see another one here. Then let me find another point to draw another one too. You can see another one here. Then let me see if I can find another one too. You can see another one also here. Guys, you can see another one also here. Yes. You see price came here, reacted and built the structure and started moving up. So it came here, gave a book a structure. Built this one, came here and then started moving up. So that's my psychological levels. And then what I'm going to do next is to come down to my 1 hour time frame. Now before that, I could also draw another trend line in the 1 hour time frame so that catches my recent price action. So you can see over here, yes, price is in an uptrend. And then with this candle, we can see the price broke this level. That is 4 hour candle broke this level, given this one. So I'll be expecting something over there. But without much I do, let me go down to my 1 hour. So what I'm basically doing is to do my top down analysis. And I mostly execute my trades on the 5 minutes, or that is on my 5 minutes. I mostly execute my trades on a 5 minute time frame. So that's why I'm doing my top down analysis so that I see which points price will be targeting. Right? So just look at what I'm doing and then follow and then grab something from it. So I'm seeing this equal lows over here. Seeing this equal lows over here. But before that, I would like to draw my session because I mostly trade in my session and then not outside my session. So I'm going to draw my current session. So that is the Asian session starts from 12 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock a.m. And then my London session starts from 7 o'clock a.m. to 10 o'clock a.m. And then my New York, that is my New York starts from 12 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. That is from 12 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. And then I use color to differentiate the zones. So that is white goes for the Asian session, yellow goes for the London session, and then red goes for the New York session. So as I'm drawing my session, what I do next is to look out for equal highs and equal lows. And then, guys, there's something here that I also check out before entering a trade. You see, this is a liquidity void. You can see that price, was aggressive here, broke this side aggressively, leaving these spaces behind or leaving this fair value gap behind. And then that one becomes a target, right? So I'm going to draw that is my equal lows and then equal highs. So just have a look at what I'm doing. So I can see over here that this point could be targeted. That is either this point or this point. And then another thing that I'm going to do is to find out my previous high and then my previous low. That is my previous daily high and then my previous daily low. So this one is around, this one was yesterday. And then today, what we're looking up to is Monday. So this one was on Friday. So I'm going to find the high of Friday and then the low of Friday and then draw it out. So, okay, this is my high on Friday. And then this my low. This my low on Friday. Okay. So that means I even matches with the equal highs and equal lows I've done. So there's no need to run it up. Let me change the white color to red so that you see it as a danger zone. Okay. So after doing that, I could see on my 1 hour time frame that this is my internal structure. All right. This is my internal structure. This is my internal structure. I could see that is here from here to here is my internal structure. I could see that price came in broke structure and even broke this one. So coming forward, there was on this internal structure we get on Wednesday. And then coming forward to Thursday, I could see price broke this one. Let me show you something. Price broke this one. Let me change to right. Broke this one first for the first time. And then broke this guy for the second time. And then that shows that we'll be moving up. For those who saw this or even saw this break of structure and then saw this, attractive order block, you would have gone for the buy. Then, it makes sense because this shows that this implies that this was an inducement. And then when price took these people out, it came to break this structure. But let me see something whether I'll see a wick, my daily time frame. Okay, so I can see a wick on my daily time frame. Now let me go back to my 1 hour time frame and then move ahead for the agenda that we have for today. So what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to look at what price is going to happen. But I'm of the view that price could either, from what I'm seeing this liquidity void and then I'm seeing this, break of structure or change of character. There's a change of character. So of the view that price will be moving up to, this point and even liquidate this point to this section. And then the reason I'm saying that is because price even broke this, that's a 1 hour candle has broken this resistance zone, this yellow resistance zone on a daily time frame. So I'm of the view that price could move up, but I'm not married to that kind of bias because I react to price and then I don't predict or hold on to a prediction that, the market can invalidate. Let me come down to my 15 minutes time frame and then see what happened. So I took this one or my previous one, I was trying to explain it, but the audio wouldn't come through. That's why I'm doing a different video to explain to you. So over here, let me play it and see what will happen. Okay. So you can see price has liquidated this side. Okay, fast forward. Let's see what happened. Okay. So guys, are you seeing what I'm saying? Price liquidating is fine. Let's see. I'm moving now to my 5 minute time frame now. Now, my 1 hour time frame, I'm seeing this liquidity void, this fair value gap, and then this other block and other stuffs. I'm of the view that price could, reverse here, reverse. Instead of coming to this side, it could reverse here, sweep these people out, and then come back up. But we don't know. So let's see what would happen. Let me play it until price gets to my London session. So guys, I'm noticing something. That is on my 5 minute time frame, I'm noticing this trend line. All right. Let me change the color to red. Okay. Price is not giving me any reasonable point to enter. Now I'm seeing this side as a liquidity point because price could easily come here and then reverse to this point and take everyone out before moving up. It could possibly move up in a valid zone, but I don't like this. So you can see that price as, swept this resistance that we drew on our 1 hour, and then this equal low, it hasn't done anything to it. But let's see. Price has created this one and broken this structure. That's even swept Asian high. So we've swept through liquidity. Now let's see. Is price ready to come down? Okay. Something happening here. I'm still not married to this. Still not married to this. The price gets to my Asian session. Now let me move to my 1 hour time frame and see something. In just a minute. Okay. Now my 1 hour time frame, I'm seeing that price has created an order block. Now let me move down to my 5 minute time frame. Supposed to see an inducement before going in for any sell. Because price could literally, trick me. And I'm seeing something like a trend line here. Seeing a trend line here. So we are liquidating this side and I'm going to delete it. So I'll let chat loose screen. I'm rooting for a buy. Those that are seeing that price is moving down, let's break. If price is outside my session, I don't take it seriously. And I'm seeing this trend also. So I'm with the view that if price breaks this guy, then we are going for the buy. Regardless of anything, we are going for the buy. But this side too could also pull price to come down. So it's a risk affair, but let's see what will happen next. So guys, are you seeing what I'm saying? Price is ready to move to the upside. So those of you that thought that, okay, price is coming down, you've mistaken. And then it's a risk, right? Price has broken this psychological level. I even showed you this change of character and then this change of character also. And then price has come here, broken this guy, and has even swept liquidity. So I'm seeing price to move up and then to clear these spots. So if price moves and goes up with my entry, then fine. Because it's a risk after all, I'm thinking If price even, reacts and changes its mind and then gives me another change of character with a sign of coming down, I'll also enter and then see whether I become wrong or not. So what I'm going to do next is to go in for my buy. There's nothing stopping me going for the buy. If something stops me, that's not the end of the world. And I know that I'll get, there's so many opportunities in markets. You just learn from your mistakes and you have to take risks, right? The stop loss is so huge because, you know, I'm on a 5 minute time frame, and then mostly for gold, you end up having this, large pick presenting itself, right? And then what I normally risk is 1% of the capital. So I'm going to show you how I even get into the trade, how I, take my profit. So with my profits, 1 to 1 is my first, and then coming 1 to 1 is my first point, and then I'm going to open a position for the 1 to 1. So with my 1%, what I do is to break my 1% into three. So the first one is 1 is to 1, the second one 1 is to 2, and the third one 1 is to 3. Like basically that's what I do. And then 1 on 1 is something that I don't play with because I see it as a point that price respect or hits the moves. So I'm going to move it to my 1 is to 2. Price moves in my direction, fine. If it doesn't move to, that's not the end of the world. That I strongly believe that price will surely move because you are targeting, or I'm seeing the bullish reaction. That is, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a bullish reaction. But what's happening? Seeing a bullish reaction. So let me look at the structure. Let me go to my 1 hour time frame. So I am of the view that price could break this structure and even come to this side. So let's see. 1 is to 3. 1 is to 3 will be here. I'm not targeting too much. Greed is another thing that could kill you in this market. Don't be greedy. Let's see. Okay, so fast forward, that's price. So mostly when price comes here, what I do is that since I know, okay, price could reverse, what I do is to bring my stop loss. That's after price has broken or broken the structure. Mostly, I look up to price to break. Okay, so you can see the price is trying to break the structure. So what I do, after mostly, if price is my first TP, what I do is to bring my stop loss to this session. Attacking and defending is a priority in this market because it can just do anything to you. So what I'm going to do is to play the market and let's see. Let's see what happens. Is it shooting up or is it shooting low? Okay, let's see what happens. So it's coming down. Price is coming down. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Would it hit our second profit or going to do something silly? Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay. That's hitting our second profit. Okay, so that's how I trade. That's it. But mostly, if I should have mostly, I was explaining this, so I wasn't paying much attention. If I should have broke this side, mobility broke that side. You can even bring your stop loss to this side, and then you are free. Yes. So what I'm what I'm always pushing is to always enter, go in for the entry, and then after entering, when price hits your first TP, put your stop loss at your entry and then leave the markets and then come back and then come and see what is happening. If price breaks your second profit and it gives you a change of character, you also bring your TP, that is your SL, to your second TP, and then you defend it. So when price even reverses, that means you are on the safer zone. You're not doing that much. I don't get time to trade. So basically, this is how I trade. This is how my trading with the whole thing goes. Yeah. This is how my trading. This is how the whole thing goes. I don't have any strategy I follow. I just, react to price. Mine is reaction. So you can see when price came here, this is where I did my entry. I told you guys that this one is a liquidity that I'm looking up to be taken. The price will take it out. Because the traders will see this and see this as a break of, break of structure, but actually it's a trap. That's it. And then wish you better luck. And then I hope you take note of how I did everything.
If you enjoy the moment and then you learn something that has changed your mindset, note that you would have to do it, like and then subscribe to this channel. This is Xtrahaight, like I said before, and this is your guy, Villa AB, logging out.